Hello, and welcome. I am Webweaver, and I am so glad that you have found my channel here today. This is where I do a one-card tarot reading just to give us some guidance for our day ahead. First order of business, this is for entertainment purposes only. And secondly, I am using the Dreams of Gaia tarot deck. This deck is different than your traditional tarot. So I do have notes here that I pull from to help guide me in my messages. All right, this reading is going to be for Thursday, July 3rd, 2025. Hope you all have had a lovely Wednesday. All right, Thursday, July 3rd, 2025. What do we need to know for the day? What's our message for the day? What do we need to know for the day? What's our message for the day? What do we need to know for the day? What's our message for the day? What do we need to know for the day? What's our message for the day? What do we need to know for the day? All right. I will split the deck and take the card from the middle. I do not read reversals. I've seen this one before. This is the Five of Water. This represents feelings of fear, doubt, and hopelessness that can cloud our minds and hearts and give rise to confusion, misunderstandings, and anger. Let me bring you down while I read this. You can see it. These emotions are often born of our own pain or insecurities and can cloud our ability to see that love surrounds us. This is a challenging card because it is not one that offers any real comfort. Loss is something we all experience. This card symbolizes the need to allow yourself, to work through your grief and to take as much time as you need. Allow the emotions to flow and flow along with them, but not to the extent that they threaten to overwhelm you or have you lashing out at others. Allow those around you to be there for you and to help you. So I have pulled this card in the past, and in the larger scale, you have to excuse me, I'm not sleeping well at the moment, so I'm a little tired. In the bigger picture, the last 2 times that I have pulled this card, 2 or 3 times, generally there was something that we were hoping for in the political realm, something that would get us past this situation we find ourselves in the United States, something that would give us a little bit of hope. And those things were dashed. So when it has spoken about grief, it was generally that we were grieving a loss in courts, the Supreme Court, or what have you. There was generally generally something there. So whether this means that the big crappy bill passes, I don't know. Just be aware that I have noticed the last couple times I've pulled this card that in the national picture something has happened that many of us were hoping would not happen. So just be aware of that. In your personal life, this card speaks to me that the grief, the loss has already happened. It's not that tomorrow you're going to experience a loss, but there is something that you've been working through that maybe rears its ugly head or comes back to remind you of your loss, and you're still working through the grief of whatever that loss was, whether it was a loss of someone close to you or a loss of a job or a loss of freedoms or a loss of health, something that you are grieving that has happened. You need to let yourself have that time. So it may be something that comes up for you tomorrow that you thought maybe you were moving past it, or you thought you had a handle on it, and maybe tomorrow you don't feel that way. This card is telling you need to let yourself feel your emotions. Your emotions are valid. That you need to flow along with them and rely on those around you. So feel free to pause this video if you want to meditate on the imagery of the card there. Otherwise, I will be back tomorrow with our next reading. Blessed be.